So I love sci-fi and I love terrible movies, so I thought why not combine the two and watch terrible sci-fi movies. So today I'm watching the 1995 film Waterworld. I'm guessing it'll be a literal title, A World of Water maybe, which is interesting because usually sci-fi goes the opposite route. There's like a lack of water and that's a valuable resource, so I'm very curious to see what this is about. I don't know the plot, I don't know the director, I don't know anything like that. If you have any other suggestions for sci-fi movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
Ice caps have melted, covering the earth with water. Those who survive.
Oh, okay.
Captured.
Global warming, we're all flooded out, okay. So does that mean there's no land? What? That's kind of crazy, actually. Okay. Yeah, if that's my guess, is that there's no land. That would have made filming very difficult because you would have had to film the entire thing on a boat, basically. Crazy. Oh my. This machine has run off his pee? Oh, he's filtering it so he can drink it. Because you can't drink the salt water. Oh god. I don't want to think about that. I mean, yeah, it seems like a very rickety filtration system also. I guess if those are your only options. Oh good, he's got to water his plant. Yeah, that's nice. That's how he like powers his boat? Definitely a lot of ingenuity, and man, I hope you're friends with somebody who has a boat. Yeah, that's crazy. You just live only on water forever.
Nothing's free in Waterworld.
Hey, that's the name of the movie. Yeah, that like this whole new society's formed basically. You have to trade with these drifters. Are these just, they definitely just took jet skis and like painted them black.
You never make it with your sails down. Hey!
He stole his limes. Yeah, oh shoot. This is a crazy set. Like, he's definitely got some ingenuity in coming up with like this entire, I'm assuming he would have had to make this himself.
Here we go, go! Right!
Are these guys like the police? Or like, maybe not the police, maybe more like pirates? And I recognize that actor as well, his name is failing me right now. Oh god! He just killed his whole boat. Oh my. Oh god, now you're really dead. He just sent that guy to death. Oh my. There's no rules in Waterworld. Every man for himself, apparently. Is this like based on a book or anything like that? Comment below and let me know. They just had the title card.
Dirt.
Sure. Oh, dirt? I imagine that they're trying to build... Yeah, that's crazy. It's like this floating city. Where would he have gotten dirt from? Or sand? Yeah, so strange.
Woman does labors recycled and enshrined in the presence of him who...
Why are they cutting her hair? Oh god. I guess if you can't bury your dead, you throw them in the swamp.
You each get one if everything's here when I get back.
They've never seen a mirror before? Oh god, he's eating the dirt. He's like, yeah, that's good quality dirt. Oh, gross.
3.2 kilos.
Connoisseur of dirt.
We better keep it to ourselves.
Yeah, it's like this like pirate sci-fi. That's kind of what I'm getting so far. And water is still rare because you can't, even though you're surrounded by it, you can't drink it, which would be just agonizing. Everybody's wearing like stuff made out of like fishing nets and things they would have found.
Another piece I want to draw somewhere.
I'll give it to you. Just stay in the back.
Yeah, they think this little girl has tattoos that tell them where there's land.
I'm not staying.
Oh, we're not asking you to. All we want is your seed.
Oh God.
For impregnation.
Oh my.
You don't have anything. You're dying.
Yeah, like these sets are insane. Like, comment below if you know how they built them. Oh God.
Gills.
What?
Mutation!
What? Oh God, he has gills? Yeah, I guess people would like adapt and evolve after living in, you know, water conditions for I don't know how long it's been like this, but it seems like a significant time has passed. That's crazy. Oh, they caught him. Wouldn't that mutation seem to be more of like an advantage? So he can swim better and breathe underwater, but not according to these guys, I guess. He just has to keep spinning. I feel like this would have been a very expensive movie to make. Like, that city alone looked very elaborate, and it was the 90s, so I doubt any CGI was involved. But yeah, that looked very, like, all practical, all realistic, like they built this set. So yeah, comment below if you know how they made it. But this looks very expensive. All these extras, and seems like a very elaborate project.
I'm sorry.
That actor looks familiar as well. Oh, they're gonna drown him in the sludge. That's what recycled means. That guy in the glasses, all I can think of is Professor Twohy from Harry Potter. Oh, smokers are the guys on jet skis. Oh, and that have like gas power. Like they're not sailboats. Is that why they're called smokers? Because they would like create like exhaust? I don't know. It feels like they tried to put like Mad Max on the water. They're like, we love the concept. Let's take it to the sea. I feel like this might have been another movie that had very like grand, you know, dreams and a very big vision, and then it just wasn't executed on screen properly. Like, I don't know how well this did the box office or anything, but I feel like the budget was off the rails. This isn't even a fight. This is just a massacre. Oh my god. Cheese and rice. Why does he have like a nose guard? I feel like the population is limited already. Why are you trying to kill everybody?
We'll have this at all in no time.
This guy's just sitting in his throne with his flag. People. Oh my god, that's the least threatening thing I've ever seen, is those guys on the water skis. Oh, you had one job, sir. How are you gonna attack the skiddy? I don't know, I'm thinking of water skiing in. That'll look cool, right? No, said no one ever. Oh, now you've done it. Yeah! You're just like launched. Like you have no way of knowing where you're gonna land. You're just like catapulted into this sludge now. Bye. Oh, that worked. Yep. Gah. Ew. Shortage of land, but definitely no shortage of bullets, that's for sure. Again, you had one job. Oh, bye. Sorry, I'm leaving you all behind. I accidentally set off my flying machine.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
They're like choreographing where to shoot, like air traffic controllers. They're like, that guy in the sky. Whoa, they shot their own jet ski. Whoops. Oh, not in the community garden. I don't want to know what they did to get the water that color. I just realized his ship kind of looks like a plane, almost.
Did I say anybody could leave before the battle was over, did I? No. Well, do something. I hate sales.
Or are they called smokers because a bunch of them are actually smoking? And cigarettes maybe are rare? I don't know. I'm just like thinking of all like the logistical nightmares that would come from filming on open water. Oh man. This poor crew must have... And I feel like this would have been like this scene alone, this one battle's been like 15 minutes. That guy just blew up his own boat because he was in like trigger happy mode and wasn't paying attention to what he was doing.
Tank up that skyboat, send it out on patrol. We gotta keep an eye out.
Yeah, of course he had to take off his bandana for his eye joke.
We got you out.
No, you got me out so you could get out. We're even.
She can cook.
Yeah, he's like, there's not enough water for all of us, so... Oh, God.
Been out there a long time.
Is it gonna get spicy? Oh, my. It's okay so far. I mean, it's definitely not the worst thing I've ever seen, but...
Don't move, okay?
Yeah, I just... The performances aren't the best, and...
There. All done.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. That's so much worse.
It does look like shit.
It doesn't even match his eye color. They couldn't even have done that.
Like cold shit.
Deacon?
Oh god, his eye just popped out. Yeah.
There's a problem in the pit. Maybe you should come.
Don't put that... I feel like disease is already rampant. Don't put that eye back in your face. So where are these smokers, like, hanging out? This music, though, I can't. I feel like they're gonna bust out in a song and dance at any minute now. If you're a smoker, you're a smoker. Just keep them all addicted to nicotine and they'll do what you say.
We don't spare any goat juice finding her. We don't waste it anywhere else. You cancel all those.
They call it's like gas or oil or something. They call it go juice. Oh my. He's smoking near like an open pit of... No. The cheese and rice.
You don't touch anything of mine.
Well, I drew it for you.
You don't draw on anything. You understand?
He clearly didn't go to kindergarten where he learned to share his crayons with people.
Can't swim!
He's like, no one calls me ugly and stays on my ship. See you later. I can't believe he just tossed that little girl overboard. He's like, oh, thank goodness. Now they won't color all over my ship anymore. What a jerk. This guy sucks.
Look at me, look at me, look at me!
She saved your life from drowning in the sludge, so, you know, maybe don't throw overboard. I thought they wanted this kid, and they're just bombarding the ship with bullets, like... Oh, shoot. Oh, there that goes. He's gonna be mad about that. Oh, my God. Why is cutting off their hair like a thing to do now?
She said she was sorry!
He's like, don't make me give you a haircut as well. And yep, there we go. They both got haircuts. Okay. Such a weird form of retaliation.
Here, and we take him here.
That actor looks familiar as well.
Tread.
I'm pretty sure he was in Sons of Anarchy.
Russell, he's gonna be out of his mind. He's out of his mind completely, Russell.
You've been out water a long time, haven't you?
I imagine your mind would start to,
Ross, and you don't got enough.
things would start to happen if you're by yourself in the ocean for a long time.
Paper. Have you ever seen paper? Look at it.
Oh, they all wrote down like their names or their stories.
No, it's his boat, but he doesn't own us.
He's trying to trade them for a piece of paper.
45 minutes with the wee one.
Oh my God, come on. Seriously. Would you even know how to read? Like, if paper's been this scarce, I'm assuming books would also be this scarce. Yeah, like, what would you do other than trade it to somebody else who values it and would know what to do with it, I guess? Oh, it is a map? Bye! Killed him and robbed his stuff. Yep, seems to be the way of life for these folks. I hope you're a good swimmer, cause, oh God! Is he using himself as bait? Oh my God! What monster of the deep is this? Cheese and rice! I guess if humans are mutating, then...
Happy now.
Yeah, why couldn't you have done that in the first place, you know? You had to have this, cheese and rice. There's no way they can eat that whole thing. Oh my gosh. And I know they don't have refrigeration, so...
You don't like my singing, do you?
I don't think he likes anything. He's been snarky this whole movie.
Eyeball?
Oh my. No thank you.
You'll see.
I can't tell if this was trying to be like a fast-paced action movie or a drama. Like, we've definitely had some slower scenes, like after that big explosion where everybody was living, and now it's just lots of dialogue scenes, and it definitely seems to be slower paced now.
Hands around my neck. Put the water till your arms and legs.
I feel like as an actor, you would just have to be like constantly either in the water or wet. And oh, that would be annoying after a while, I feel like. I know it looks hot out where they are, but still just like constantly. It's supposed to be a heartfelt moment from the kid he like hates. Not friendly, not friendly. Do not approach. Oh my God, they have the dead set up to look like they're waving. That's terrifying. Oh my God. No, 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 it's a trap.
What the hell?
How could they not fall for our elaborate ruse? They were just kept alive underwater for that long? What? Wouldn't they also have mutations then? Oh my gosh. How many jet skis does one world have, honestly? Oh, that plan backfired. Caught in their own net. Bye, jet skis. Oh, no, the drama. He's reminding me of the guy from, Super Mario Brothers. Is it Dennis Hooper? Or Dennis Hopper? I'm sure someone will correct me because I probably said it wrong.
Well, if you want to do something right,
because I think he was bald in that as well, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh!
Bring me the trackers.
What do you want our villains to be? A very high-tech group of people who smoke. That's what they're most known for.
You really want to see it?
I'll take you to dry land.
This whole time he knows that there's dry land is? What? It also looks like he was either crying or like his eyes were watering, and he's got like streak marks on his face.
Don't touch anything.
This whole time, yeah, he's like, oh, no big deal. Everybody's searching for dry land. I know where some is. No big deal. I'm gonna put you in this hamster bubble and send you under the water. Bye. He's like, here, this used to be dry land. All like the cities that are now covered in water. That would be crazy. Yeah, and because he has this mutation, he can swim further down than most people, then he can grab things that people haven't seen because he has access to this whole city, basically. He's like, here, you want a pop can? Here's a can of Pepsi. There's the dirt. That's where he was getting the dirt from.
All this time, I didn't know.
Yeah, I guess they would have thought dryland's just like a myth. That's what he said. He's like, dryland doesn't exist, and it's just been underneath them this whole time, but nobody knows because they've never been able to go down that far.
Ah, I can't breathe like you!
I'll breathe for both of us!
How's that gonna work? He's just gonna give her mouth to mouth the entire time? Oh god, this is aggressive. Oh my. So you just have to like keep kissing the whole time or stay mouth to mouth the entire time you're under there? No. Nobody can seem to read it though, so I don't know what good it's gonna do them. Oh my. Suggestive ear touches. Oh my.
Like to draw, don't you? Huh?
Oh, markers. We've advanced from crayons to markers. Are they the smelling kind? Oh, actually, those are highlighters.
Could you teach me how to read that?
She's like, I can't see it. It's on my back. How can I tell you what it says?
Well, have you ever heard any of your friends talk about it?
Also, who's going around tattooing this onto a child? They just think nobody would hurt her because she's a child? Clearly they were wrong. Yeah, I'm curious what this would have been rated. There hasn't been a ton of swearing, and I mean, maybe we'll find out if there's sex scenes, but... Oh, that's an awkward kiss. Oh my god, that's so uncomfortable. It's got old National Geographic magazines. Paradise Lost. Yeah, they said she draws what she sees.
No, Helen, no!
Oh, it's the flying guy from like...
I can't ask him to do this alone.
Oh, don't worry, my dear. You're not going to have to.
He's like, why do you guys keep forgetting I have a flying machine this whole time?
After centuries of shame.
Yeah, they haven't said what year it's supposed to be. They've said hundreds of years, but they haven't listed like an actual year this takes place in.
The Deacon of the Deeds!
Does he have like a breathing tube or something? It's just reminding me of Dune. Oh my. Now he looks very much like a pirate with that hat and the eye patch. Arrgh. Keep those cigarettes coming, yeah. It's such a weird, like, it's not gold or food or... Oh, it's spam. Okay, I thought he was giving them cigarettes.
Just bring it up slow.
Whoa! Oh! Cheese and rice. See ya later.
I don't get nervous.
I just get smoky. They don't. The drowning doesn't get them. Lung cancer certainly will. Cheese and rice.
The sweet flavor of dry.
He's a poet now.
Someone said with anybody that has a face that red, it's either had too much sun or too much to drink.
I think he's both categories for that one. Oh my god.
Not afraid of anything. Men the least of all. He's fast and strong.
She's building him up to be this hero now.
Holymost moment is upon us. Let's sacrifice one to old Tate.
Oh god.
And let's get this tub of shit up to speed.
Really knows how to inspire the crowds, this guy.
Yep.
The guy with the oxygen tank is also smoking.
So which way we rolling? I don't have a goddamn clue. They'll roll for a month before they figure out I'm faking it. But,
What a jerk. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm not telling these savages that we haven't solved the map yet.
Yeah, he's like, we don't know what direction we're going. Just put them to work and I'll figure it out later. Wow.
Why aren't you rolling?
It's like, I don't work here, man. And another, like, huge, elaborate set. And of course it says no smoking on the front of this boat.
If it comes to that.
Oh, God. Yeah, see you later.
In case you're not crazy.
I think that remains to be seen. Yes, see you later. Your crew is now roasted. Bye. And into the oil, or the gas. Yeah, oh. Oh. And that was crazy to see the reflection in his glasses.
Now, you know how to fly an airplane? Lucky I do, huh?
Oh, she bit him. Oh. I like how this little kid's sassy. Wow, through like this wall of fire. Oh my gosh. Did this guy do his own stunts? Comment below and let me know. Oh, that was a quick takeoff.
Are they on yet?
Oh, and of course here comes the bad guy to foil your plans.
I'm gonna rip your cute little lungs out.
Oh, excellent bonk. Oh, bye! Kick to the face. See you later. Can he swim? Guess we'll find out. I definitely feel like they underused this flying machine. Like, come on. Oh, why would you put her on the edge? Honestly, you know she can't swim. Come on.
Oh no, quick! What are we gonna do?
He's hitting his jet ski like it's a horse. Oh my gosh. Whoa, trifecta. Bye. No pressure, no pressure. Yeah. Boink. See you later. Scoop. Quite the bungee. Oh, yeah, they're all gonna crash into each other. Whoa! It definitely exploded before they touched, but here we are. Oh my.
Get him up now.
Killed by his own machines. They just take it off in this flying machine. It's like, oh, actually this whole time we've just been looking at this map backwards. Let's go this way. Problem solved. What is this supposed to be? What? This like beautiful green island that they just stumbled upon perfectly. How is this not covered in water? And of course, yeah, it's fresh water, not salt water, so they can finally drink. The perfect oasis. It does exist. Is she like from here originally? Like that's how she got the tattoo? Oh, I thought like people were gonna attack them, but it's just horses. Why does he seem like panicked? Is he gonna leave? Is he gonna be like, you know what, actually I prefer a life in the water? Comment below where this was filmed, because this is beautiful.
I belong here, I belong out there.
You belong here.
He makes one friend and then instantly abandons them. He's like spends his whole life trying to find dry land and finds like this beautiful oasis and is like, JK LOL, I'd rather be alone on the ocean. And yeah, she said land sickness as opposed to seasickness. I guess that would be an adjustment. Your body's used to just being on the water constantly. I feel like another group's gonna find this island and they'll be taken over, and then that'll be the end of that. At least he took some plants with him, I guess, like. That's who it is, Kevin Costner. Oh my god. Dennis Hopper. Okay, I was right. Kevin Costner, I definitely know his name. I've seen him in other movies for sure. I haven't seen him in anything recently, but I definitely recognize his name. Kim Coates, he was the one from Sons of Anarchy. Jack Black. Yeah, and they never really have like, other than Helen, and nobody else really had names. It was just like Drifter or Doctor. Jack Black was the pilot? Okay. Maybe it's a different Jack Black? That's a lot of stunts. Yeah, I feel like that needs, there's a lot going on in this one. So that was my first time watching the 1995 film Waterworld. It was an interesting approach to a sci-fi movie. I haven't seen anything like this. Although water was still rare, they went with the concept that the entire Earth is covered in water, with the exception of that island they find at the end of the film, which I'm not sure what piece of land that's supposed to represent on Earth, as it seems like cities and everything has been destroyed. I'm guessing they didn't mention what year this takes place in, but they said it had been hundreds of years since the Earth had been covered in water, and people obviously don't remember what it was like when cities existed, and the people who would have survived this massive flood somehow have now adapted to life on water, and we're seeing humans like mutate into getting gills and webbed feet and becoming more fish-like, which was interesting, and I guess would happen eventually. You would start evolving into that direction as you're spending so much time on water and never seeing land, which would be crazy. Not only from a human standpoint, but from a perspective of filming, and I can't even imagine how many logistical complications would have been involved, because it looked like they were filming out in open water. Comment below and let me know. I know for other movies that are filmed on the water, they build like giant tanks basically and then just film within that contained tank. I don't know if that's what happened. Like I said, I feel like this was open water just because they had some very wide shots, and since it was 1995 or filming in 1994, I don't know how much CGI would have been used. Comment below and let me know if any was used, but I feel like it would have been very sparingly, because I feel like it would have been relatively new at the time, and this just felt like such a grand scale of a movie, and someone just had this like large dream and huge vision for how this would be portrayed, and I don't know that it worked. I just found the performances pretty stale, and nobody really stood out for me. I think like the little girl was probably the best actress, and I loved her character as being so sassy, but I just found Kevin Costner's character was very like just robotic, and I feel like that's that's also probably what he was trying to portray, was just not having a lot of emotion, being very closed off. And finally has, you know, some human interaction with Helen and with that girl, and then he decides, you know what, forget this, actually this is not what I'm looking for. I prefer to be alone on the open ocean. I'm just like, what? Like, I get it would obviously be a big shock to see this like paradise, and it looked like they had everything they needed there. There was fresh water they could drink, there was, you know, plants, they could grow things, there's actual land. I just don't know why he decided to abandon that. Like I said, maybe it was just too much for him and he was overwhelmed by it and just went back to what he knows. It felt like his whole character throughout the movie is slowly changing and, you know, caring about these two people and going out of his way to save the girl, which I don't know that is something he would have done before. Maybe it was just self-centered to try and find this map and try and find dry land, or maybe it was because he actually did care about her, or maybe a little bit of both. But then it just felt like, okay, bye, see you. Like, I don't know if they were trying to set up for a sequel. Comment below and let me know. I don't know if there are remakes or anything. I don't know if there's source material, and the source material was just very elaborate. It almost kind of reminded me of Dune, where like they had this big idea and they tried to put it on screen, and those sets were insane. Like, I can't even imagine how much money went into this. Comment below if you know what the budget was, but that huge set where they have like that opening battle scene was just crazy, and like all these extras that need costumes and hair and makeup, and just such a huge production and just an insane amount of money. And again, being the time, I'm assuming that everything was practical or mostly practical, and even his ship had all these like levers and pulleys and all these things that he's rigged to make his ship, you know, more functional and to be able to fight people. And he has this little lime tree and his tomato plant and just all the ways he's adapted to life. And they built that huge set and then burnt it to the ground, basically. Just, I can't even imagine just like the heartbreak of building this thing that would have taken probably months to build, and then just burning it all to the ground. And I think that was probably the most exciting part of the movie, that and the final showdown between Kevin Costner's character and Dennis Hopper's character at the end. And then it just cut to like that second act was just so long and so unnecessary, and just, it was cool to see him go down and show her like the underwater city. That was cool. But I just feel like they were trying to make it so heartfelt and have so many other moments that just dragged this on for so long. Like, it was 2 hours, if not a little bit longer, and I feel like you could have cut out easily 20 minutes of this just to have it even more fast-paced. And I don't feel like the second act really added anything. Like, I definitely feel like it could have been condensed and we could have stuck with the main points of, okay, they go underwater, she sees the city, like that plane attacking them. What did that scene have to do anything? Yeah, it was cool to see him kill that giant shark fish thing, but now I guess we learned that animals have also mutated. I would say this isn't a bad movie in terms of like production value. They definitely put the money into building these sets, into having all these costumes. Like, everybody's costume was different. This wasn't like a generic, you know, everybody's wearing suits or everybody's wearing the same outfit. Like, everybody's costume was slightly different and slightly altered, so that would have taken quite a bit of time and creativity, and think of materials that would have been available. And we saw a lot of like fishnets and just different things that would have been laying around. That's what they used for clothing, which was cool. I would describe this more as being bad, is like, I don't feel like the acting was that great. I feel like it was just executed poorly. Like, the production was really cool, and I'd love to learn more about the behind the scenes of how they made everything, and I feel like there was a lot of work and money and time put into that. But then just the story kind of got lost along the way, and it all still felt fairly predictable. I felt like I knew he was going to save the girl. I knew they were going to find this oasis. Like, there wasn't any, you know, surprise twist ending, other than the fact that we find out that the girl was actually from this island, and which makes sense because that would explain how she has that tattoo on her back. No one else seemed to have any similar types of marking or even tattoos in general, so it made sense that that's where she came from, and she was the only one like that. Honestly, it kind of reminded me of like Tank Girl, just because of this like weird world that we're in, and no kangaroos but smokers. And it definitely felt like Mad Max vibes as well, when everybody, you know, coming on those jet skis, and that scene where they're like skiing into that floating city, and just nobody looks cool doing that. Like, that just felt like someone took like a summer vacation photo and tried to make them like look badass, and it just, I wasn't buying it. It just felt so ridiculous. And I get that that's what you would have available, but like the jet skis were still a little bit cooler and a little bit tougher than seeing these people launched in with their skis, and they didn't even know where they were going to land half the time, and it just seemed like a terrible plan. They're just catapulting these people into the unknown. But definitely Mad Max, as we see they're controlling that oil tanker at the end, and they called it go juice, but using it as fuel for everything. So obviously they have an advantage over people who are living in, like wooden structures. They have planes and they have jet skis, they have all the fuel. Well, it was definitely running out, but they had fuel that they could use to attack people and just take whatever they wanted, basically. And in Mad Max, we see them controlling the fuel as well. Like I said, it feels like someone wanted to make a Mad Max movie, but put it on water. And just the fact that they were called the smokers and they were smoking, and that's kind of what they were like giving to their, henchmen, and everybody was just cigarettes, and that's how they were keeping everybody, stay with us, we'll keep you in supply of nicotine. It felt like something that should have been out of like the Heathers or something. Like, it felt like it should have been like a 90s teen movie where like, we guys are the smokers. Like, it was a very literal title, and I guess it could be applied as well to when they have the fuel and you can see like the exhaust coming out and stuff when they're attacking people. But I don't think that title was as threatening as they were hoping it would be. And even having this like pirate sci-fi concept, I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. That's something, different. So let's see where this is gonna go. And having the ice caps melt, and that's what everybody, the world is completely covered in water now. I definitely feel like it had potential. I just don't think it was executed properly, and I feel like they put a lot of money into this, and I don't know how well it did. I feel like as an actor, this would have been a tough film to get through, as I'm imagining the shoot was long, as this was a long movie, and just being constantly on the water and constantly being wet or out in the sun and just like really out in the elements. I feel like that would be tough, and it's a limited cast that are basically relying on telling this entire story. Like, we have our protagonist and our antagonist basically, and the two of them battling it out, and even the ending was like anticlimactic. As cool as it was to see him like dive out of the flying machine and then just scoop her up perfectly and then have them crash into each other, that was the end basically. Like, okay, you got him, you killed the bad guy. It was interesting to see the little girl describe Kevin Costner's character as like this hero, and she's like building him up and saying all these things that he would do and how brave he is and how fearless, and this like dramatic music is playing and we're building up this character, and I'm like 10 minutes ago he traded your mother figure for a piece of paper for 30 minutes alone for the stranger. Like, I know he changed his mind, but still, I wouldn't be praising this guy. Like, yes, I know he's coming to save you, but still, I don't know if that was for his own self-interest or if he actually cared about you. It seemed like he did at the end, but then he also just abandons them. And I feel like if there is a second one, people are going to find out that this island exists. They're going to come raid this island, and then their peaceful existence will be done for. It was definitely interesting to see what a world made of water would look like, and like the social implications, and when we see him like literally drinking his own filtered pee to survive, because despite being surrounded by water, you can't drink the water because it's salt water, and how he cuts off the girl's hair in retaliation when he gets mad at them. I don't know what the significance of that was. And even when we see them do that with the lady who had passed away, they cut off her hair and then throw her in the sludge. It's like, oh yeah, there wouldn't be any cemeteries anymore, and like, what do you do when people die? And that flying machine, why was the flying machine not used more? Like, that was such a cool invention, and he like saves it only sparingly when they're like at their doom, dying as their boat is sinking. They're like, oh, JK, we actually have a flying machine, saved you. Like, oh, here's the island that we found somehow, despite nobody ever finding it for hundreds and hundreds of years. We just happened to be in the right spot and found it. I know obviously those are convenient pieces of the story for the movie, but I felt like they could have, after that big fight scene at the beginning, they could have definitely cut to the scene where he takes her underwater, and then cut again to the showdown scene on the oil tanker, and then them finding the island. Like, I feel like those would have been the most interesting pieces. It was interesting to see how he had mutated. I thought that was cool, and how animals had mutated. It didn't seem like anybody else had mutated. I'm not sure why he is the only one that did. We didn't learn much about his background backstory as a character. We don't know what his plans are for the future other than to just wander aimlessly on the ocean, which he seems to have been doing for his entire life. Overall, I really like the concept. I feel like it had a ton of potential and could have been something really cool and interesting and something I haven't seen before, so that was great to see a new concept. But I just feel like they focused so much on sets and having these big backgrounds and having all these elaborate things, which definitely looked cool. But then the story kind of wavered. Like, we started off strong, in the middle is kind of muddy, and then just ends with him leaving. Like, I don't feel like the payoff was worth it. Like, okay, you found this island, and then you want to see the character grow and change and be happy and, you know, have some sort of arc and have some sort of, you know, resolution basically. And he's like, you know what, just kidding, I'm out, I'm gonna leave you guys here and you're on your own. I don't know how well this did at the box office, comment below. It definitely felt like they were trying to mix in a bunch of things and just none of them really worked. But thank you so much for sharing this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for sci-fi movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and check back often for more awesome content. This machine has run off his pee. He stole his limes. Why are they cutting her hair? Connoisseur of dirt. Smokers are the guys on jet skis. Water skiing in. Sorry, I'm leaving you all behind. I accidentally set off my flying machine. He makes one friend and then instantly abandons them. Oh god, his eye just popped out. He clearly didn't go to kindergarten where he learned to share his crayons.